Hey guys, good morning. It's Tcarp. I hope everybody is doing well for the Scott Carpenter YouTube channel and the Sasquatch Awareness Project. Hope everybody's doing good. This is Friday. Helene just smacked Florida last night, and poor people up in Atlanta didn't get it too bad. There's a few trees down stuff. Where I live around the Knoxville area. The eye, instead of going east of the Appalachian Mountains, it went west, and the Appalachian Mountains really created a buffer zone for us in this little valley here in East Tennessee, and just kind of saved our butts. So really, thank God for it, because we had about 2 or 3 days worth of rain, and if we had gotten sustained high winds to 30s and 40s, trees would have been down everywhere. It just would have been bad. And just power outages and stuff like that. My preps for it, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but let me see if I can just show y'all real quick. I know I'm in my car, but I had a generator back here, like a little from 4 Patriots they sent me. That really kind of helped, because if power had gone out, it's an easy way for us to have power to charge up our devices, to make sure that everything's where it needs to be. And just stuff like that, just to keep informed, keep TVs on, keep the refrigerator going, kind of cycle it. So that thing works really well. And you guys need to have a power backup, whether it be a gas generator or a battery powered or solar powered generator, whatever, just to kind of figure out power for storms, for SHTF, whatever. Want to go ahead and get into some more of Dad and Mike the Rancher on this. We're starting again with the phone conversations, or the email conversations, where we talked about the calf and whatnot. So we're going to continue up, and we're going to talk about when Dad, I believe, had a phone conversation with Mike. So again, we're reading the Sasquatch Awareness Project, and we're going to go ahead and just get right into it, okay? All right. So this is after had a big talking about they were stealing feed in the chickens, and they were now taking calves. And Mike says, quote, this has to stop one way or another, be it some type of mutual understanding or by force. I'm at my wit's end with these beings. Thank you, sir. God bless you and your family. So Mike is done. He's had it up to here, as we like to say. Dad says, in a previous phone conversation with Mike, I knew that the rebuking had worked to keep the Sasquatch away from his house, but that was the only area of Mike's ranch that was protected. The Sasquatch was still wreaking havoc everywhere else on the ranch. Why? Why were they able to defy the rebuking everywhere else on the property? I was praying for help. From God, and thinking about the situation, when God brought to my mind an event in the Bible where Abraham purchased the place to bury his wife Sarah from the Nephilim tribes that rightfully owned the land there that Abraham was living in. I looked up these verses to refresh my memory. Reading Genesis 23, I realized that the rancher had a similar situation. The land his ranch was on, or the land his ranch was by right owned by the Sasquatch, or Nephilim, and they had dominion over it. In the biblical example, Abraham did not rebuke them off their land or take it by force. He instead respected their right of ownership and bought the land from them at a fair price. Below are the verses from Genesis 23 that concern the situation. 7. So Genesis 23 verse 7, and Abraham stood up and bowed himself to the people of the land, even to the children of Heth. And he communed with them, saying, If it be your mind that I should bury my dead out of my sight, hear me and entreat for me to Ephron the son of Zohar, that he may give me the cave by Mechlepha, which he hath, which is in the end of his field, for as much money as it's worth. He shall give it me for a possession of a burying place amongst you. And Ephron dwelt among the children of Heth, and Ephron the Hittite answered Abraham in the audience of the children of Heth, even all that went in at the gate of the city, saying, Nay, my Lord, hear me. The field give I thee, the cave that is therein I give it thee. In the presence of the sons of my people I give it thee. Bury thy dead. And Abraham bowed down himself before the people of the land, and he spake unto Ephron in the audience of the people of all the land, saying, But if thou wilt give it, I pray thee, hear me. I will give thee money for the field. Take it of me. I will bury my dead there. And Ephron answered Abraham, saying unto him, My Lord, hearken unto me. The land is worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that betwixt me and thee? Bury therefore thy dead. And Abraham hearkened unto Ephron, and Abraham weighed to Ephron the silver, which he had named in the audience of the sons of Heth, 400 shekels of silver, current money with the merchants. Note the tribes mentioned in the verse. The tribes mentioned in the verse above, children of Heth, and the Hittites were Nephilim descendants, just as I think the Sasquatch are Nephilim descendants. In fact, many think these tribes were human/animal hybrids to include lion man and centaurs, etc., etc. So I had my answer. Regardless of their spiritual standing, the Sasquatch had rights to this land, and the rancher was the invader. I then made the following suggestions to the rancher to make peace with the Sasquatch and live together in peace on the property. Here was my email to Mike, the rancher. Saturday, April 10th, my response to Mike. Mike, I am going through a great deal of turmoil right now in my personal life, so I'm distracted. But I think it's time you make peace with them. They are human hybrid beings. Depending on the genetic purity, their abilities vary, but they must eat, poop, and have the same wants and needs and emotions we have. I still believe in faith and prayer, but you're dealing with Sasquatch that were on the land before you arrived. I am thinking that affects things since they are on their quote-unquote homeland. I think rebuking will keep them from harming you and your family or coming to the house, but it won't force them off their territory. I propose you make peace with them. Talk to them. Go to where you know they're located and talk to them in a calm, assertive voice. Tell them you want peace. Be sincere and honest when you tell them this. Let them know that they must stop killing your livestock, that you understand they are hungry and take chickens and cattle feed, but you want a compromise. Offer them some feed and a few chickens when natural sources are scarce. Tell them to let you know when they need food by let's say, leaving a rock on top of the fence or a post or something like that. Promise you won't shoot at them or harm them if they will stop invading your farm. Tell them they scare your children and that you like for them to stay back. I can't guarantee this will work, but in your situation, it may be a solution. Again, no expert. There are no experts. And I'm no expert and they're no experts. So we draw on the knowledge and expertise we have. You might also consider contacting the local Native American tribe and ask them to help you to make peace with the Sasquatch. They already have a connection with them and vastly more knowledge of them than we do. I hope this helps. Let me know if you decide to try this, and I will be praying for you and your family. God bless, Scott. So 3 days later, on April 13th, 2021, I get this reply from Mike. And that's where we're going to stop, boys and girls. So again, I know we keep harping on this Mike the Rancher thing. We're going to get through it together. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, also another quick little thing. I spoke with some folks, and I had a thought with the, I spoke with the Paranormal Investigations and whatnot, and I did an interview, and I'll post the link to that interview here. I've got like a bunch of Dad's videos, and Tony Merkel, easy for me to say, was, had this thought too, is, putting out videos of Dad's hikes. I've got Dad's hikes on this camera, and they're sectioned off into 10, 15, 20 minute clips. And what I can do is I can put them off, and you can hear Dad talking, and it's just his research. And how it is basically, you can go through the footage, and here's the footage together. You can pull it up, look it up, and I'll upload it in 4K, and you guys can see if you find anything or see anything. For me, I was telling them, is like, that's not my expertise. I'm not that person. But if you guys want to continue that, I'm going to start posting that. And if you like it, yay. If not, yay. To me, that's the most boring thing ever. But if that's what something you guys would like, let me know in the comments. But I think I'm going to start doing that. But guys, thank you so much for your support. I'm so sorry it's been a little bit. Just trying to get everything going. But I love you guys. Y'all be good. And God bless. And thank you for watching the Sasquatch Awareness Project.